Hello. So we have moved into our camper for the summer and we're storing some stuff in our garage. My husband and I have shown you how to put together a Lataya file cabinet, which we use for tool storage, and a cabinet which we are storing paint and some other tools in it. We love that one so much that we bought a second one, which is kind of like a food pantry, and on the bottom is cleaning supplies. So those have worked out really good from Lataya. Now we just purchased a regular cabinet that is for wardrobes, and it has a place for hanging clothes, plus there's a couple shelves on it. And we're going to put that together today and take you along the journey. Our garage is currently full with a lot of stuff that we're taking down in Florida, but we're sorting through some stuff to decide what we're going to keep up here and what we're going to take down to Florida. We need some stuff up here because next summer we're going to take a 3-month-long trip to Alaska and back. I hope you join us for that journey. Look for it next summer. Okay, so let's get started and unbox this cabinet. As usual, it's been very well packed and safe, so no dents and scratches. They do a really good job packing it. I'm going to put all the pieces in different places so I can get to them easily once I get started, it's ready to go. Making use of the packing material because that helps it to not get scratched if you lay it all out. Okay, here we are. Step 1. Put the 2 rear walls together and put 4 bolts and nuts to hold them in place. So we need C and D and P. It also comes with a screwdriver. We've got a lot of these now because we've bought a lot of these cabinets from Lataya. So there we go. We can put them all over the place and never without a screwdriver now. Okay, I have C and D now. Put them back together. As you can see, the garage is full, so that's why I'm doing this work outside, because there's more space out here, but we are chancing that it might rain any minute now. That will be fun. Not. Okay, so we're going to put the bolts in through the holes. I'm just going to hand tighten it, and then I'll come back after and tighten it a little more to make it stronger. There are 4 of these total. All right, step 2 says to simply overlap each sidewall and the channel and screw them on each side. Note that part A is on the left side and part B is on the right side. If they're in my place, it will affect assembly. And this is true because I made this mistake once, where you have to look at it this way. Bottom, A is on the left. Yep, it's A. And the hanging rack is up at the top. I think we've got it right. Looks like 4 screws down in. This is where having a second person is a little helpful. Holding and screwing sometimes is challenging. Also, getting through that pre-drilled hole sometimes can be a little rough at the beginning. Just have to push through it, and then eventually it starts cinching. Then you know you got it right. Right, I'll repeat that process on the other side and then I'll get back to you. Okay, the 2 sides are on. Now it says to take part J, which seems to be full of stuff. Take part J, and it says snap the 3 buckles on either side of part J into the 3 holes in both side panels and then push it down so that it snaps into the bottom of the cabinet. It's in that section, in this section, and it snap. Didn't hear a snap, but it slid down in tight, so that's good. And now it says to put in 4 screws. I'm gonna take my shoes off. I didn't like the idea of walking around in my shoes in there. Yeah, so there's screws, holes right underneath. Step 5, part I. Part I into the hole in both side panels and push it so that it snaps into the top of the cabinet. Very similar to J. Not really a snap, it slides very easy. And then you also have 4 screws again. The screws are O. Letter O. This part was a little bent, but it seems to be you just were warped. But it's pushing it right up in as you screw it. Pulling it tight. For a second I thought the rain was going to come, and I'm just going to have to take this inside. But there's just a few drops coming out of the trees, I think, with the wind. Alright, step 6 says to take part G, has 2 holes facing backward on one side. So the 2 holes have to be in the back. You just slide it up from that middle part. There we go. Alright, it's starting to rain. Let's see. Move this operation in a little bit, maybe. I don't know. Okay, I'm supposed to put 2 screws right here in the middle. And then I gotta put 2 up in here. I'm gonna stop the camera though, bring myself in a little more. That thunder could turn into lightning. I think I need to be in a little further and turn into rain. Okay, so I got G in, ended up being 7 screws, 4 on the bottom, 3 on the top. Now I am on part 7, place part H in the notch side facing forward. And it says 4 screws also for this, but they're all in the back and from the bottom. Always have all your tools with you before you sit down. You have to apply a lot of pressure at the beginning. Once you break through that seal of the metal, it goes a lot easier. Number 8 says, put the 2 metal strips K in the bottom frame, taking care that the raised side of part K faces the inside of the cabinet and is flush with the bottom of the cabinet when assembled. Then it gives you a little raised gold hardware side on part K faces the bottom of the cabinet. So this must be for the feet right here. So it goes like that. Glad it has feet. Keep it up off the ground. I was wondering about that. Before I tighten that completely, I'm going to put one in on the side just to make sure that we get it to all line up before I tighten that one. This one needs a lot of pressure. It's not catching. I'm going to try it without first. Maybe that'll help. Oh yes, much better. I'm going to continue putting these screws in and then I'll get back to you next steps. So I just put it in a little ways. Do the same thing with this side. Then it allowed me to line up these holes down here. Now that I got them all in, I can tighten them all up. Okay, now I can put the ends in. I'm going to do that with all 4. Then I'm going to bring this inside and do the rest inside. I used the level to make sure it was level. When I adjusted the feet, it's all set. So now I am going to put in the shelf, and it is shelf L. Got L right here. That's going to be in the back though, the opening notch. And it just slides right in. Next step, number 11, says we install the hanging rod. Put right in here. Slide it down in. There we go. Step 12 is another shelf, and you can put it anywhere down here. I'm going to wait until I hang up some clothes to decide where I want the shelf to be. So we're going to skip number 12. Okay, I have door F. F is going to go on this side, and it says to install R first. It has a spring on the top, for the top part, but for the bottom part, you're going to put a little plastic washer and then the doohickey that allows it to spin R. I'm going to set that right down here. I'm going to put another washer on top so that way when it rotates it's not squeaky or anything. All right, now take the door and we line up the hole in the bottom. Then we take the spring, put it down, just like that. Now we're going to put in a second door. Now we're going to install door E the same way. I'm going to put the little R down here. Find the hole on the bottom. And push the spring in. And it locks in. There we go. Looks to be nice and straight, so that means it's level. That's good. Probably shouldn't have shut it all the way. I didn't put the handles on yet. Next, I'm going to install these little S magnets. It will allow it to hook in, or not really hook in, but stay shut because it will magnetize. Those go right here, and another one at the bottom, and then both doors have two. Before I try that out though, I am going to put the handle in. Add the handles, screws V, and this part is U. All right, I'll repeat that with the other handle, and then I'm going to clean this up and load it up, and I'll show you how well it works. Okay, I'm in love with how well this worked out. I was able to fit a ton of stuff in here. I'm going to show you now. So I was able to hang a lot of clothes, stack these nice little organizer pods. Actually, I can put a link for these down in the description as well. Those were awesome. They hold a lot of pants. In this case, I have my athletic pants, but I have a whole set of jeans and work pants as well. Stacked some sweaters, put in some bins for shoes. So this held a lot. I also put a magnetic thing over here, and let me actually pull it off to show you, and put my belts on it. This is a really great tool too. We use it on the side of our washing machine to hang hangers, and now I'm repurposing it. I will put the link to this down in the description as well, along with this cabinet. And if you have any other ideas for organizing your stuff, please leave a comment. We'd love to hear from you. If you find my videos useful or entertaining, please click like and subscribe. Thank you.